Welcome guys. Today we are going to power scale Dragon Ball GT. As my ongoing series of power scaling Dragon Ball series. Our story takes place 5 years after the end of Dragon Ball Z, and Goku all this time was training with Oob to help him reach his full potential and to have the fight he wished for in the Buu saga. Goku fought Oob in his base form, and we can assume Oob is as strong as Kid Buu, which makes his base power is 5 quintillion 737 quadrillion 550 trillion. And then Goku transformed into a kid. The guides state that even reverting to his younger form, his power didn't diminish, rather his stamina diminished and was unable to perform instant transmission. In order to save the Earth, Goku, Trunks and Pan go on a grand tour across the galaxy, fighting several opponents in the search of Black Star Dragon Balls. Legic was such an opponent who required for Goku transforming into Super Saiyan, which makes his power level up to 286 quintillion 877 quadrillion 500 trillion. Later they face Lud, a god of destruction which was said to bring balance in chaotic universe, and with level 3, even surpassing the power of Super Saiyan Goku, with a power of 372 quintillion 940 quadrillion 750 trillion. During their travel, Goku and Trunks trained in order to get stronger. The team reached planet M2 where they meet the Sigma Force. And according to Goku, they had an awesome key. And despite this, an enraged Pan was able to destroy one of them, making her power to 630 quintillion 269 quadrillion 867 trillion 500 billion. Later it turns out Nut was weakest of them, as the rest combined their power to form United Sigma Force, with power of 1 sextillion 454 quintillion 468 quadrillion 925 trillion. Goku was able to easily destroy them, and now we get to the main boss fight against Rildo. Goku states that his power eclipses every enemy he has faced so far, even greater the likes of Buhan, and nothing compares to his strength, which places him possibly even above Super Vegeta. Which means Rildo power is at 263 sextillion 927 quintillion 300 quadrillion. Base Goku was far superior in terms of power, so using the domination multiplier, Goku's power is now at 343 sextillion 105 quintillion 490 quadrillion. Later it was stated that Rildo was only using half of his power, and by absorbing the rest of the Sigma Force he transformed into Mecha Rildo, with power of 528 sextillion 339 quintillion 422 quadrillion 975 trillion, but Super Saiyan Goku trashed him. His power level is at 17 septillion 155 sextillion 274 quintillion 500 quadrillion, with no other option. Rildo transformed into his final form, Hyper Metal Rildo, who was unequal to Super Saiyan power, which makes his power at 17 septillion 155 sextillion 274 quintillion 500 quadrillion. Then we get to Baby. Even before completed, his power was said to be beyond anyone believe, and according to Trunks his power will be something greater than anything else in the world. After that, Rildo's energy was absorbed by the first form of Baby, which means he was powerful than General Rildo, so using the domination multiplier, we get first form Baby power level at 22 septillion 301 sextillion 856 quintillion 850 quadrillion. Even after gaining this much power, he was unable to control Trunks, as his power felt like bottomless, and in his Super Saiyan form, his power was overwhelming to Baby. Super Saiyan Trunks' power level is at 28 septillion 992 sextillion 413 quintillion 905 quadrillion. Baby's power was not enough to take over a Saiyan, so he absorbed the energy of several different aliens before landing on Earth. Upon landing, Baby come face to face with Goten, who states his power was beyond anyone they have ever encountered. When he was at max power, Baby infected his body and was able to take over it. When Baby pauses someone, the host also gained a boost of power, making Baby Goten power level at 66 septillion 682 sextillion 551 quintillion 981 quadrillion 500 trillion. And Baby was able to access the memory of its host, and using this he concluded that Prince Vegeta's power is far greater than both Trunks and Goku. But before that, Baby come face to face with Gohan. According to the Dragon Ball GT guides, Gohan never slacked of his training, and now far stronger than his Z counterpart, and this was evident as Gohan sensed something wrong with his brother and fought Goten, who was under the influence of Baby. Gohan was able to hold his attacks in his base form, but eventually he transformed into Super Saiyan, with a power level of 4 octillion 334 septillion 365 sextillion 878 quintillion 797 quadrillion 500 trillion. But Baby was able to eventually take over Vegeta, and according to Baby, that he had obtained the mightiest body in the universe. Later when Goku returned home, but he was too late, as the whole world was taken over by Baby and Tufflization of the universe was already in motion. Goku was so powerful that he was able to fight both Gohan and Goten with one arm each, despite both of them powered by Baby. Goku's base power is now at 10 octillion 229 septillion 103 sextillion 473 quintillion 962 quadrillion 100 trillion. But now he come face to face with Baby Vegeta. In the Dragon Ball GT guide it was stated that his regular state is a form of mutated Super Saiyan. Goku knew his only chance against this monster was to transform into Super Saiyan 3. The form which shook the whole earth simply by transforming. But even Super Saiyan 3 was not enough as baby Vegeta took a full power punch from Goku and laughed it off like it was no big deal, which means baby Vegeta power level is at 8,183 octillion, 282 septillion, 779 sextillion, 169 quintillion, 680 quadrillion. Later baby Vegeta absorbed the powers of the Saiyans that he had under his control and further transform into two more level, which are mutated forms of Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Which means his final form power is at 65 nonillion, 466 octillion, 262 septillion, 233 sextillion, 357 quintillion, 440 quadrillion. Later Oob fought baby Vegeta and lost, but Majin Buu was able to fuse with Oob and now their combined power is on par with baby Vegeta. But baby Vegeta was able to reflect Oob's own candy beam, turning him into a chocolate. During this time Goku was training with old Kai to unlock his dormant power, but he had to rush the process in order to save his friends and family, so his tail got pulled out artificially, but according baby Vegeta, his power didn't grow not even a bit. But when it seems like over for Goku, he had another transformation. A variation of a forgotten transformation from original Dragon Ball, and we got glimpse of this transformation during the Namek saga. Golden Ozaru. According to baby Vegeta, both have the same power level, which means power level of Golden Ozaru is at 65 nonillion, 466 octillion, 262 septillion, 233 sextillion, 357 quintillion, 440 quadrillion. But later Goku evolves further when Pan was able to help Goku to regain his consciousness and his rationality, which triggered an evolution and even transform further to Super Saiyan 4. According to the Dragon Ball GT guide, the form which draws out the battle power which Saiyans passes out to the utmost limits is this. It's distinguished by having a different appearance than previous Super Saiyans, with red body fur and long black hair. It is called Super Saiyan 4 out of convenience, but due to it being a transformation from Golden Ozaru, it would be no exaggeration to call it a different species from all previous Super Saiyans. Baby used his revenge death ball, which is like a negative version of the spirit bomb, but filled with hatred and evil. Spirit bomb is one of the strongest attack which nearly killed Frieza in his final form, much stronger than any attacks, so we can say that the multiplier of the spirit bomb is 50 times, and same goes for revenge death ball. But Goku, using only smidgen of his power, was able to tank it. If we assume he only used 1/100th of his power, then we can calculate his full power being at 327 decillion, 331 nonillion, 311 octillion, 166 septillion, 787 sextillion, 200. But baby Vegeta transformed into Golden Ozaru by absorbing 1000 times the normal amount of Brute's waves, and in the guide, it was stated that his power surpassed even the power of Super Saiyan 4, and even after becoming an Ozaru, his costume and hairstyle are still the same as his strongest form too, which means his transformation is on top his Super Baby 2, making his power level up to 418 decillion, 984 nonillion, 78 octillion, 293 septillion, 487 sextillion, 616 quintillion. Goku later absorbed the Saiyan's power similar to baby Vegeta did. Since regular Vegeta didn't have Super Saiyan 3, it's safe to say that by absorbing the energy helped to break his limits to achieve Super Saiyan 3, so by absorbing the energy it gives at least 4 times multiplier, which means full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku power level is at 1 undecillion, 309 decillion, 325 nonillion, 244 octillion, 667 septillion, 148 sextillion, 800 quintillion. But as a final trump card, baby Vegeta used his final revenge death ball, which overwhelmed Goku, but this new form also gave him a new ability to absorb the energy even from attacks of his enemies, and Goku soaked up from the energy of the revenge death ball and made it as his own power, so now the full power Super Saiyan 4 power level is at 22 undecillion, 258 decillion, 529 nonillion, 159 octillion, 341 septillion, 529 sextillion, 600 quintillion. The multiplier of Super Saiyan 4 is 32 million, and the multiplier of full power Super Saiyan 4 is 2,176,000,000. The supercluster complex is a structure of dozens of superclusters. Even supercluster complexes can be parts of even bigger supercluster complexes. Pisces Theta supercluster complex comprises about 60 clusters and is estimated to have a total mass of 10 to the power 18 solar mass. And both Super Saiyan Goten and Super Saiyan Trunks can destroy 10 to 20 supercluster complex of this with a Kamehameha, which place them at large supercluster complex tier. And Super Saiyan Gohan can destroy about 1000 supercluster complex, making him multi-supercluster complex. Both Oob fused with Buu and Super Baby 2 can destroy over 200 universes, making the power scaling a tier high 3A. High universe level. Ozaru Baby can destroy up to 1,395,200 universes, and full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku can destroy over 1,853,000,000 universes with a ×10 Kamehameha, making them both a tier 2A. Multiverse, level plus.